Welcome to English with Miss Julia. This lesson is aimed at both beginners as well as intermediate learners. We read a story with the title The Heroes, A Green Adventure. I encourage you to pause the video regularly, identify new vocabulary, and practice your pronunciation. That being said, let's get started. In the town of Sunnyvale, there lived a group of curious kids who loved to explore. They called themselves the Earth Heroes because they cared about the planet. Every Saturday, they met under the big oak tree at the park. Today, they were planning a new mission to learn how to protect the environment. Leela, the leader of the group, opened her green notebook. We need to understand what the environment needs, she said. Let's start with something simple. What do trees do for the earth? Everyone looked around, noticing trees for the first time in a new way. Trees give us oxygen to breathe, said Jamal. And they give animals a place to live, added May. They also keep the air clean, said Noah proudly. The kids hugged the tree and thanked it for being amazing. Next, the Earth Heroes visited the river nearby. The water sparkled in the sun, but there was something wrong. Look at all that trash, gasped Leela. Bottles, wrappers, and plastic bags floated in the water. We have to clean it up, said May, rolling up her sleeves. They wore gloves and used tongs to collect the litter. It took a whole hour, but the river looked beautiful again. Great job, team, Leela cheered. As they rested, Noah asked, "But why is there so much trash?" It's because people forget that nature isn't a garbage can, said Jamal. We should teach them how to recycle, suggested May. Everyone agreed. That would be their next mission. Back at Leela's house, they made colorful signs that said, "Recycle, reuse, respect." They decorated them with drawings of animals, trees, and the earth. The next morning, they posted the signs around town. People stopped to read them and smiled. Later that day, the Earth Heroes visited the recycling center. A worker named Mr. Green showed them around. These bins separate paper, plastic, metal, and glass, he explained. Everything gets sorted and sent to be made into something new. That's amazing, said May. So recycling saves energy. Mr. Green nodded. And it helps keep landfills from getting too full. The kids watched machines crush cans and bundle cardboard. It was like magic, earth-friendly magic. Walking home, the kids saw someone throw a soda can in the bushes. Excuse me, Leela called politely. That belongs in the recycling bin. The person smiled and picked it up. Thanks, Earth heroes, they said. You're right. The next Saturday it rained, so the Earth heroes met indoors. They decided to learn about saving energy at home. Turn off the lights when you leave a room, said Noah. Unplug things when you're not using them, added Leela. They each made a list of ways to save energy at home. Jamal promised to remind his family about using less water. May said she'd help hang clothes to dry instead of using the dryer. Everyone had a new goal to try. When the sun came out again, the kids planted flowers in the park. Bees love these, said Leela. Flowers help the earth by keeping the soil healthy, added Jamal. They made sure to water each plant gently. Then they saw a butterfly flutter by. Pollinators like butterflies are important, May said. They help plants grow by spreading pollen. The kids promised to always plant more flowers. At lunchtime, they used lunch boxes instead of plastic bags. Less waste means a cleaner earth, said Noah. They also brought reusable water bottles. Even small changes made a big difference. That afternoon, the Earth Heroes went to the library. They checked out books about animals, climate, and nature. We can learn so much from these, said May. They made a plan to share fun facts every week. Jamal read about endangered animals. Some animals lose their homes when forests are cut down, he said sadly. We need to protect their habitats, said Leela. So they decided to raise awareness about animal conservation. They made a poster about the rainforest. It showed monkeys, birds, and big green trees. Save our forest friends, the title read. They hung it in the community center for everyone to see. That week, they also wrote a play about Earth. It was called Planet Power and had songs, jokes, and facts. They practiced every day after school. Soon it was time for the big show. Families, friends, and teachers filled the auditorium. The Earth Heroes wore costumes made from the recycled materials. They acted out scenes about littering, recycling, and protecting animals. Everyone clapped and cheered at the end. Your play was fantastic, said the mayor. You've taught all of us how to care for the planet. The Earth Heroes smiled proudly. Their message was spreading. The next morning, the local newspaper had a picture of the kids on the front page. The headline read, Sunnyvale's Earth Heroes Save the Day. People all over town started using less plastic and more reusable things. The kids knew they were making a difference. One day a big truck pulled into town. It was filled with saplings, baby trees. The mayor said, Let's plant a tree for every Earth Hero. Everyone cheered and grabbed a shovel. They planted the trees around the school, park, and streets. Each one had a little sign with a hero's name. Trees grow slowly, but they last a long time, said Noah. And so will our efforts, added Leela. Weeks passed, and the town looked greener and cleaner. The Earth Heroes kept learning and sharing what they knew. They even started a compost bin at school. Worms and soil worked together to make food for plants. One afternoon, a new kid named Theo joined them. I want to help the earth too, he said. The Earth Heroes welcomed him with open arms. There's always room for more heroes. The group grew bigger every month. Soon, kids from other towns joined the movement. They called themselves Earth Heroes too. The world was changing, one kid at a time. Leela looked around and smiled. This is just the beginning, she said. The others nodded in agreement. They knew their mission would never end. They made a new banner that read, Love your planet, be a hero. It hung in the park for everyone to see. Children pointed at it and asked how they could help. And the Earth Heroes were always happy to show them. And so the Earth Heroes continued their journey, planting, teaching, learning, and leading. Because when kids care about the earth, amazing things can happen. They proved that no one is too small to make a big difference. The earth was smiling, and so were they. Thank you for reading this story with us. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and do consider subscribing to our channel. This way, we may reach learners from all over the world and assist them with their learning process. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.